Riddles are like puzzles for your brain. They make you think in new ways. Riddles can be funny and surprising. Are you ready for a challenge? An old man is close to death, but his daughter saves him. How? She blows out a candle that represents his life. Paul falls from a ladder but is okay. How? He was only on the bottom rung, barely off the ground. Two coins are dropped in water, one sinks faster. Why? One bucket has ice, not water, so the coin doesn't sink. Magic grass doubles daily. It takes 10 days to cover a field. How long to cover half? It takes 9 days, as it doubles from half the size on the last day. How can 10 people have an apple each with only 5 apples? They put the apples on their heads. Car versus car. Two cars going different speeds can still meet. How? Well, they are driving towards each other. Tree friends. Anne and Mary, best friends since childhood, find themselves caught in a sudden downpour. They quickly seek shelter under the nearest tree, laughing and shivering as the rain pours down around them. Anne, always the curious one, spots a strange glowing fruit hanging from a branch. Ignoring Mary's warnings, she takes a bite. Instantly, she feels a strange sensation and begins to transform into a tree herself, her roots digging into the ground. Mary, now alone and frantic, searches the forest desperately, calling out for Anne. The forest seems endless and every tree looks the same. How will she ever find her friend? Finally, Mary notices one tree that stands out. It's the only tree that remains completely dry despite the rain. With hope in her heart, she reaches out and touches it, realizing it's Anne, transformed but still there. The king's task. A wise and just king decided to test the integrity of his children. He gave each of them a seed, but these seeds were not ordinary. They were fake, unable to grow. As time passed, all the children except one came back with flourishing plants, claiming success. However, one child returned with an empty pot, looking disheartened and confused. The king smiled and declared this child the heir to the throne. The child with the empty pot had shown honesty and courage, admitting the seed did not grow. This was the true test. 9. Fair bet. So Tim bets on a football game and wins before it even starts. How, you ask? It's quite an interesting story. Tim, being the clever guy he is, found a loophole in the betting system. Well, he bet that the score would be 0-0 before the game began. Since the game hadn't started yet, the score was indeed 0-0. It was a fair bet, but a smart one. Tim's quick thinking and understanding of the rules allowed him to win effortlessly. 10. Bearded barber. There's this barber who shaves everyone who doesn't shave themselves, but does he shave himself? This is a paradox with no logical answer. 11. Inheritance. A father leaves his inheritance to the son who can fill a room the fastest. So how does the wisest son win? He fills the room with light from a match. In this scene, Jane steps into the shower, but her hair remains completely dry. Why, you ask? Well, it's simple. She didn't turn the water on. A stylist loves cutting blonde hair. Why? They pay more. A person is trapped behind a door with a magnifying glass. How do they escape? They wait for sunset, as the magnifying glass needs sunlight to work. A truck driver is stuck under a low bridge. How does he escape? He lets air out of the tires to lower the truck. Riddles are fun and make you think. Use logic and your imagination to solve them. Keep practicing and you'll become a riddle master. Thinking outside the box is a valuable skill.